Did you just hit level 70 and are wondering how to start gearing up in the Dragon Isles? Well, today I'm going to tell you how. So the trick when gearing is that everything you're going to do, besides dungeons and a few other sources, is going to scale off your item level. So the best way to level is to get your highest item level pieces first, like the guaranteed ones, and then to do other weeklies and stuff like that that can give you gear that scales depending on what eye level you are. The very first one you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come to the Cobalt Assembly, which is up here in the Azure span, right here on the map. You can see it's these little buildings up here. You're going to want to come here because this gives you access to a 389 ring. What you want to do when you get here, this guy is going to offer you a little quest. You're going to want to take it. He's going to send you over here to the Student of Wild Arcana, and this will open up a bit of a skill tree for you. You want to do Cobalt Cutthroat or whatever, and then grab Cobalt Reputation, as this increases your reputation gain with the faction by 30%. The reason you want to do that is because this quartermaster here sells these rings. There's one for tank, one for healer, and one for DPS. Once you are rep level 4 out of 5. So you see here, I am 4 out of 5. I am high Cobalt Assembly power. And the way you get that is by going into the surrounding area here, like right over here, and killing all these mobs and looting this arcane energy from them. So we'll see if we can find some weak mobs I can pull. Now these are elites, so they will hurt if you're solo. So I would recommend grabbing a group maybe. The good news is that they do get easier the more you go, as they drop little, basically anima powers. But they get easier as you go. You kill them, and then whenever they die, they drop little things. So here, there's an anima power on the ground, and I can loot them. And it gave me Cobalt Assembly's arcane powers have increased. So that is your rep. And you're going to wait that all the way to high. And once it's at high, then you can go in and buy the rings. And then the other thing here, you can just use these to kind of get your powers better and deal more damage in the area. But that's going to be your first easy way to get it. This is going to be important before you go into your M0s because of the fact that it gives you your critical, just like a really high eye level ring, which then lets you trade rings if you get another one or whatever, right? So this is going to be a really important one to do off the bat, so I would do this first. So obviously, the next thing you're going to want to do from there is to find yourself a group and go into the 8 Mythic Zero dungeons to get yourself some 372 epic gear. Now, of course, finding yourself a group, not the easiest thing in the world in all chances. Hopefully you have a guild group. If not, though, you can just pug. Here's a video of me going with some guildies and at like 1,000% speed going through some of them. But basically, all you want to do, there's 8 dungeons, 7 of which are in the Dragon Isles, as you can see on your map, and one of which is in Badlands. If you're in Horde, you can just go to Orgrimmar and take the Twilight Highlands portal. If you're in Alliance, you can just go to Stormwind and fly there, and that is for Uldaman. These all drop 372 gear. You're going to want to stack a gear type if you really want to get, sweaty and really set up the kind of gear you want. But if not, then you can just go through with whatever and hope you get some good gear. When we did it Thursday on stream, the VOD's up on Twitch, by the way, if you want to check it out. Our healer got like 14 pieces of loot, and our mage got like 5 pieces of loot, but 4 of them were weapons. So, your mileage may vary, but it'll be pretty fun, just going through the dungeons. So that is your next step. That'll give you some pretty high level gear. So once you finish your M0s and get all your loot from those easy accessible sources, what you're going to want to do then is do the 4 weekly lockout events to get your next chance at loot. One of those is going to be the weekly quest to gain 4,000 rep, which you pick up in Valdrakken. I don't have footage of that one because I did it, I just didn't record me picking it up. But it's from right outside the tower in Valdrakken. Pretty hard to miss. The other 3 are going to be different events with the different factions in the Dragon Isles. One with the Dragon people, the Valdrakken Accord is their actual name. One with the Iskar Tuxkar, and one with the Centaur. So each of those is going to be a little bit different. You do have to get certain renown levels to get them, but they will give you a chance at epic loot as long as you're high enough eye level once you finish them. So we'll go over them now. We're going to start with the Dragonbane keep one, so the Valdrakken Accord. So once you're renown level 5 with the Valdrakken Accord, you will unlock the Siege of Dragonbane Keep scenario, which will be given to you by the 2 Dragonbane Keep initial quests from a little guy that shows up with you. Simply what you have to do is you have to go to the area on the map shown here. It's going to be a little horn. It's going to be in that area. This event is up every 2 hours. There's a tracker on Wowhead if you wanted to see that there. As well, you can just look on your map if there's a horn up and you can tell you when it's starting soon. But you go there and you have to do a few scenarios. You can see me on the screen right now doing it on stream. And at the end of the scenarios, you have to fight this one mob. And once you defeat that mob, you gain access to the Dragonbane Keep Strong box, which is a purple chest, which contains item level 376 gear, Dragon Isle supplies, additional artifacts or rep tokens, as well as gold. You know, you can do this multiple times. However, the subsequent chests after the first one will not be purple. They will not gain armor or weapons in them, but you can get more rep and gold and all that stuff if you want to do that. The siege itself doesn't take very long. We were in here at stage 3, as you can see on the screen. Probably takes you about 10-15 minutes to do. It's pretty quick, pretty easy way to get in gear. You do want to do your M0s and stuff first so that you can have this gear scale higher. You'll see if you watched it that we were kind of dumb and we did these before that because we were waiting on more guildies to hit 70. But it is what it is. But this is going to be your first event for the week. So the next event is going to be the Community Feast event, or the Soup event, which happens down in Iskara, the capital city of the Tuskar, on a 3-hour rotation. And this unlocks once you're a Renown level 3 with the Tuskar, which is pretty easy. You should get this relatively quick through the story, and any side quests or world quests you do, that'll pretty much unlock it. Anyway, so what you have to do is you have to go down there to the big Community Feast. There's going to be a little Tuskar on the right who will have a quest for you. You're going to want to pick that up. You can see on the video there under the blue marker. You're going to want to pick that up, and then you're going to want to stand beside the pot, and the big chef guy is going to give you some tasks. You have to complete 5 of those tasks in order to get the little soup pot. And when you open the soup pot, it'll be like the reward from the previous one. It'll contain gear, gold, rep, and all that stuff. You can do it subsequent times, but it won't contain gear or weapons or anything like that when you're in there. You can keep going after the 5 things if you want to get more rep. Each one you do is between 8 and 25. And the things are various. It's like, oh, go pick up this thing and bring it back, or go fish something for me, or beat up these things, or defend the pot. So there's a ton of different stuff you can do. It's a pretty fun event. Happens every 3 hours. There's a timer on Wowhead. Go check it out. And it is in Iskara, which is on the map here, capital city of the Tuskar, with the big hook. You can't miss it. If the soup's happening, then you'll see a little horn there as well. So that's another easy one. So the last of the weekly activities is going to be the Centaur hunts, or the Great Hunts with the Marukai Centaur. To unlock these, you have to be Renown level 5 with them. That will require some questing. However, once you're Renown 3 or 4, I believe, a daily hub or a 3 times a week hub or something opens up with a lot of quests you can do that'll really help you out. Anyway, so the hunt is pretty simple and pretty similar to the Siege of the Keep. You have to go to a certain area. You can see on the map here that I put up, you can see these horns. Those horns will spawn all over the map. Basically anytime there'll be one up, so don't worry about a certain time to come do this, but you have to go to them, essentially kill a bunch of things, get a bunch of resources, and then at the end of all these tasks a big boss will spawn. And whenever you fight that big boss, then you're going to just kill it. It's a little boss beast. Right now I'm going up to fight a bird, I believe it is, or just gotta look for it first. But he's going to come in, and then whenever you beat him, you're just going to get a spoil reward, and then you have to go talk to a person to hand in a quest. And then once you hand that in, you will be getting a chest that can contain epic gear, gold, rep, all the same stuff. Now, you can get this reward up to 3 times. However, if the second and third time will not contain any epic gear in them, that's just how it is again. But if you want to get more gold, more rep, more of the Dragon Isles resources, then that's what you have to do. But otherwise, you just kill this one bird, and then you get its spoils, you go talk to a guy, and then you hand it in, and you get your epic loot. So that's the last of the big weekly quests. Okay, so there's actually been one more thing discovered. Shout out to Tettles. You all know Tettles TV on YouTube, who figured this one out. So what you want to do is you want to go here to the Sands of Time area, Temporal Conflicts, and go through this little portal to the Primalist future. It lets me in. There we go. So I'm loading into the Primalist future here. So this is going to be a little bit of an event similar to the Trial of Water over in the Unharmed Plains, if anyone's done that. So you want to get here and you want to fly over to a cave in this area. I don't exactly know where it is. I haven't done this yet on my own toon. But you're going to want to fly over in this direction, if I remember correctly. Over by the Frost area. Oh, someone's doing it right now. So it's right over here. And there's going to be a chest in here that you can loot. After surviving like waves and waves and waves of elementals. I haven't done this. These are all elites. But once you loot this chest, which should be right here. It's not here right now because it just got finished. But once you do that, then you're going to gain access to 379 gear. Now these are all really high leveled things. So you do want to have a group doing this. It has a 2-hour chest respawn timer. But you can kind of just hop between groups. I'm sure you can find groups for it in here. And that's all you need to do, and then you loot it and you get some loot. So I just wanted to quickly tell you guys about that, just so you know. I haven't done it yet. It's just recently discovered information, but I want to keep you guys up to date on it, so there's that. So at this point, you will have done all your weekly lockouts to get the highest chance of loot you can. The only things left from here are just to do crafting. You can get a purple craft with your 1 Spark of Ingenuity, or to find some rares around the world. Certain ones drop different pieces for you, depending on your armor type. I'm not going to list them all here, there's a lot of them, but you can just go around the world, find some rares, and defeat them for some loot drops. From that, you know, if you want to just fill it with heroic gear, you can, but realistically, it's pretty low eye level compared to the other stuff you have at this point. But that's it for my gearing guide today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Drop a comment if you have any questions. I've been hanging on Twitch, streaming a lot of this stuff as well. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description. I'm an affiliate there now, so that's cool. And drop a sub if you enjoyed. With that, though, I'll have a ton of content next week. Sorry, I've been busy this week, but hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.